Welcome to the Creative Content Club podcast with me, Naomi Rose. If you are a business owner who wants to consistently create content that connects and converts into clients, this is the podcast for you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get right into it. Hello, it is Naomi here. It's another episode number 26 of the Creative Content Club podcast. And I'm going to apologise if this sounds slightly more echoey than normal. I am currently in my office, so it's half office, half building site, because it's going through a bit of decorations. I would normally be in another room, but we've got people staying. There we are. That's the world as it stands today, but I'm not here to talk about my decoration that's going on in my office, although I will be very glad when it's done. No, what I am going to talk about today is Black Friday, because whether you like it or hate it, it comes around every year. And what often happens is people think, actually, I'm not going to do anything, and then decide to do something at the last minute. At least that is me. So this year, I want to talk about how we can maximize not just sales, but actually visibility on Black Friday, because there are two things that you can win at when it comes to Black Friday, and that is visibility and it's sales. And you don't have to do that by offering massive discounts or FOMO. You know, I don't really like buying out of FOMO. There's all kinds of ways you can make sure that you turn up authentically in a genuine and non-sales icky way and feel good about making the sales and put your customers and clients at the heart of your offers. I am going to talk you through how you can maximize the most of this month to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success in December, because December can be either a winning month or let's all think about Christmas kind of month. I'm going to share with you some of the things, and I'm actually going to talk through a couple of the things I am doing as well for Black Friday. So yes, spoiler alert here. You're going to get the full deets of what is happening in my world. So I've already mentioned this first point. It's not about the discounting. We don't want to necessarily make everything super dead cheap. Yes, Amazon will do that. All of the shops that are selling products might do that. What is so much more valuable? Putting your client at the heart of what you're trying to offer is about the excitement. It's about thinking, how can I actually maximize my attention? So we're talking about the visibility part here. People are already got that frame of mind of buying because of all of that subconscious messaging that's saying, buy this, buy this, buy this. So often we first of all, we might deny it. We might go through that kind of, I'm not getting involved. But there's so much noise going on that you cannot miss it. It just gets into your system, and then suddenly something changes and you feel like you need to look at what is actually going on. So when people are doing that, your ideal clients are doing that, we want to make sure the attention is on you. It's not about cutting your prices. It's about loading up with value. So increase the value of your offers. Add bonuses, add a VIP upgrade, or something that makes it feel exclusive that money cannot buy any time else in the year. So don't think about like, actually, I am going to give away 2 for 1 on the price of my power hours. That's not really going to get people thinking, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I think what works far better is if you say you've got a course and you then load a 1-to-1 onto it, or you bolt on a resource pack or something like that. So you're giving extra value that is going to help your clients even further. It's an elevated experience. It makes them feel premium. And for me, that feels much more genuine, much more authentic. Takes away the panic sale because you know you're loading it with value. It gives you things that your ideal clients can't buy normally. What am I doing? Well, I am not doing a bog off, although do not let me go on Amazon because I'll probably buy lots of really random stuff I do not need because I get carried away in the whole limited time offer deal. This is exactly why I don't like FOMO, because it's what I do. I am actually going to be launching my mastermind, the Confident Content Collective. Now, you might have already heard me speak about this on this podcast already, kind of letting you know that it's coming. I am using Black Friday as the opportunity to actually sell it. So I am going to be launching it the week of Black Friday, and doors are open until December because, again, I don't want that FOMO. It's going to be open past the end of Black Friday. And also, just to add from a practical point of view, I'm in Copenhagen on holiday when I'm launching it. So I wanted to make it work for me. It's what we have to do to make things work. But the reason I am launching it on this week is because I want to load it with extra value. And I have I've really, really thought about what it is that you need from a mastermind. It's not high ticket price and high ticket. I'm not talking it's going to cost you 5 figures. It's nowhere near that. But what it is, it's going to give you practical stuff that is going to be super useful. So the bonuses and the extra value stuff that I've added in there is actually going to really help my ideal clients, i.e., if your listeners here, you, because I don't want to create a bargain. I want to create something that is going to get you really clear results. And that's how I'm using Black Friday. So I'm using it as the opportunity, but what I'm doing is loading it with extra value. I don't want to give too much away because I've not officially launched it. If you are interested though, just drop me a message. You can use Black Friday week to just get more visibility. It's a great, yes, you might be thinking, oh, well, there's already lots of noise. Why would I add to it? Because you can do something that's different. So you don't have to run a discounted sale or, like me, launch my mastermind. You could use this week to boost your visibility while everybody's in buying mode. But instead of necessarily selling something, you could talk about what you're working on next year. You could even run a competition, or even better, give something away for free. Give something that is value packed away for free. Now, I know that's a discount, but it's a different kind of discount because people won't buy out of FOMO in that same way. You might think, well, why would I not use this opportunity to make sales? And you absolutely can. By doing something like this, you scale your audience quickly, which might benefit you in the longer term. So this is all about the long-term strategy and audience growth. You don't have to necessarily give stuff a massive discount. If you've got like a resource or a bundle offer or a course that you can just give away for free for a very short period of time, brilliant. Run a competition, get people involved. If you do a competition, and I do this, so you can totally take this as an idea, I'm going to be running a competition. So before Black Friday, I am doing a 3-day mini course. It's not linked to my mastermind at all. I just want to really grow my audience and help people with their content at the moment. So I'm giving away a 3-day mini course, which is normally £200 for free the week before Black Friday. Now, what I am going to do, if you've signed up, you're going to see what's going to happen next. If you haven't signed up, sign up because it's well worth it. You don't have to join live. But what I am going to do is I'm going to run a competition for anyone who shares that they're taking part in it on one of their social channels and tags me in it. They will get the opportunity to win a one-to-one with me. You can't buy power hours. They don't exist in my world. I only ever give them away in competition format. So it's a rare opportunity to get one. So that is what I'm going to do. Why am I doing that? Because not only is it a win-win for my ideal clients, because if they share my post, I will share their post back. So they're going to get visibility on my channels. Brilliant. Not only that, it will get to more people beyond my own audience, which is exactly what I need to do right now because I know how hard content is and I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible make it simpler. And not only that, as a thank you for doing that massive favour for me, I am going to give them the opportunity to win a one-to-one. And there will probably be another little bonus, but I'm not going to tell you about that because I can't give away everything. But that is how you can get more visibility by doing something like that. Always, always ask whenever you're doing anything, how can I amplify this? How can I get more visibility? How can I make more noise? Because there's always something else you can do. So use all of these opportunities to do that. if you've already got a suite of offers, resources, things that you've tried in the past that maybe haven't done so well, or you've used and they've kind of like lost their momentum, or you've just got bored of them, or all of the above, just repurpose them in limited time promotions. So you can bundle stuff together, like resources together. I've done bundles. Last year, I did a fabulous Boxing Day bundle. It was a collaboration. So use the power of collaboration, collaborate with a friend, join together and give something away for free and get double visibility and double impact. It might be brilliant. You could add like a course or a bundle onto your power hours if you want to give away a power hour, or you want to give away a one-to-one. Or you could even, if you're giving away something like a mastermind, you could do 8 months for the price of 6. Give something that people can really see the value in, that bolts onto what you've already got. So it's not about creating extra work for yourself. It's just about using what you've already got. Think about what it is that your ideal clients really, really need at the moment. We need to talk directly to those offers, to those problems, to those symptoms. The symptoms first, then we can help them join the dots between what the problem is. But this is the kind of thing that they will see, actually, that is a no-brainer. I brought one of my no-brainer offers. This is a discounted offer, so it's not quite probably the right example. But last year, my Mac gave up the ghost. Apple very rarely give money off until Black Friday, and they did. So I went and brought my Mac then, because sometimes when you can get value for things. So think about what you can give away that your audience knows exclusive. It leads quite nicely onto my final point for using Black Friday. Make your offers personalized. And I'm not just talking about like putting a name at the top of your email, although that I would always recommend. Think about exactly how to put your ideal clients front and center. You can, if you wanted to create something bespoke that really stood out, it could be tailored just for a week. It could be something that you've already got that's just repositioned slightly. So I often do this. I take something I've already got and just give it a couple of tweaks to make it a bit more limited time, a bit more personalized, a bit more exclusive. It could be, like I say, you have something that you can tailor to your ideal client, or do a done for you version of something you would usually do a done with you, or a self-paced, or a custom bundle. What is it that people really, really need from you right now? What is going to make it a no-brainer, and make it as personalized as possible? Because when you make your ideal clients feel like they're special, like they're individual, like you make them like they're seen, known, like, and heard, that's when personalization can really be powerful. It makes them feel like they are high value in your world, that they have been one of the chosen ones. If you watch Harry Potter, you'll get that, or read it. I do both. That is how you can make sure your offers are personalized. So you can really get into exactly what people need. And it could be that if you've got, say, one client that could really do with a course you've got or a bundle, you could give them something else. Say, hey, I've got this. I think this would really work well for you, but I think you also need this. So you could always put something a little extra just for them on it, because that really works really well. It's not extra work for you, but it just makes it really, really valuable. I'm going to be doing a lot of personalized stuff around the mastermind. This is all about making sure I've listened to my ideal clients, because they want a mixture of done with you, done for you, and practical stuff. This isn't just a mastermind to show up. This is a mastermind where you'll come out with a suite of plans, resources, templates, but actual useful stuff, brand, photo shoots, some things like that, and the ability to show up online. Like, if you're coming into this mastermind and you're not comfortable with being on camera, you will be by the end of it. I'm going to get people out of their comfort zone and showing up, because it's so super important these days, and it will help you get more confident as a business owner. And I have been on this journey, and I have helped other people do this. So that is how I'm going to make my offers personalized. I am giving monthly one-to-ones with this as well. This is not just a mastermind. It is a hybrid between working one-to-one with me, getting actual work done, getting stuff, getting results, things that you wouldn't normally have to do under one roof. I'm collaborating all of my marketing knowledge and thinking what is that people need. And that's exactly how I'm making my offer personalized. Now, here's what you have to do to show up and get sales. So you don't need to be the loudest. But this is where storytelling can really help in your content. Show up with purpose, show up with personality. Use stories to cut through. Involve your audience. Ask their opinions. Ask for their feedback, their participation. Engage with them. And actually think, what is it that you really want to connect with? What is it that they're going through right now? And use the stories from your own experience that can really relate to how your ideal clients are feeling. But I will highly recommend this. And this goes back to the offer before, the personalization. The point before is you actually directly message people. You show up and ask them to engage with you, find out what's going on for them. It doesn't have to be sleazy, slide into the DMs and ask how your gas grill business is going. That is actually a DM I've had recently, which is glad they read my profile. And also, vegetarian, so talking about steak doesn't really help for me. Anywho, use storytelling, but actually make sure that you're kind of going out to people and saying, hey, I've got something. I think it will be really good for you. I think you're going to get really great results from this. What I want you to remember is when you are showing up, have a clear plan, have a really structured idea of what you want to do, and keep track of your numbers. Like if you're sending out emails, look at how many people are looking at your pages, look at how many people are opening. And if you can think, well, actually, I've only had 10 people look, you're probably not going to get many sales from them. What is it that you're going to change your mind? Use this as an opportunity to get more visible. And if people still aren't kind of like, I'm not sure this is right for me, think about like an extra mic drop bonus or something they can add. I have got 2 really epic bonuses that I will be dropping later on in the launch of the mastermind, precisely for that reason. I'm holding them back because I know they are so good and I want to tell you all about everything at once. But actually, I know that's not how my ideal clients buy. They need time to digest and think, which is why I want to show them these bonuses later. Summing all of that up, Black Friday isn't just about the selling. It's about showing up, being seen, and giving people a reason to really care about why they should work with you. So lead with the value, tell the real stories, and create offers that are completely relevant, that put your clients and customers at the heart, not from your perspective, from their perspective of what they actually really need right now. And use this just as an opportunity to build visibility. And remember, once the week is over, don't just drop your tools and move on to the next thing. Have a review, see what worked, and make a note for you next year. I hope that's been helpful for you. If Black Friday is something you're thinking, oh, it's just a pain, I don't know what to do here, come into the Content Creative Club. It's £27 a month. You can cancel at any time, but this month is all focused on how to make the most of your Black Friday offers, because I want to get more sales being had and help people really refine an offer that makes them no-brainers, because that is what's going to really help grow your business. Okay, wonderful people. I'll be back again next week with another episode of the Creative Content Club. Thank you for listening to the Creative Content Club podcast with me, Naomi Rose. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this podcast a review. If this episode gave you clarity or sparked a new idea, I'd really appreciate it if you could share it with someone else who would find it useful. If you haven't already, give me a follow on Instagram and come and connect with me on LinkedIn. And finally, don't forget to check out the show notes to take my quiz to find out exactly why your content isn't converting into clients. Thanks again for listening, and I'll be back again next week with another episode.